Okay, so what's up, everybody? Like, you don't have to tell me I look like shit because I know I do. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning here, the day after Fright Fest, but it's not never stopped. So like, I got there yesterday at about 3:45. Um, it was amazing. Like, I thought like there was gonna be problems. I didn't know what to expect, to be honest with you. That'd be cute. My cat, look, dude, like he wants to be on live stream. I don't get it. So like, okay, this is the deal. I met some amazing artists there, some amazing juggalos there that I wanted to interview first and foremost, and I'm going to still. I'm gonna make it a goal to meet up with them, to do whatever I gotta do to interview them because I told you guys I want to make this channel about interviews for new artists. I do have a couple haven't uploaded, and one is so sad that like I don't know, I put it on Instagram, but I don't want to get into that part of it right now. I'm just gonna tell you about last night. So yeah. So last night's freaking, for the most part, everybody was like super dope and like old school as juggalos too. Like this wasn't a bunch of kids and like everybody there, like whether they still liked ICP and they were like they didn't care about the beef. I heard for the most part from everybody, which made me super fucking happy. Like I don't care about the beef. I still like them both. Or I don't care about the beef. I don't like ICP anymore, but I still love Twiztid. Like that was the main thing. Like I like to like I don't want to really even hear I don't like ICP because unless you have like a personal reason, like don't use the beef as a reason. Unless you have like another reason, another good reason. If you were like really down with the clown ICP, like I never on the other hand, I can't say, like, this is gonna sound bad. I don't know how this is gonna make me look by saying this. Like, I hate when labels are put on people. I really do. So, like, people are like, oh, you're a juggalette. So, like, people have this misinformation that, like, all juggalettes are gross or nasty or on drugs or whatever. So, I'd never, like, call myself one because I have kids, like trying to get my fucking degrees. I'm trying to do all this stuff. And like as a kid, yeah, it was cool, but then like when I got to be an adult, I'm just a fan. Like I don't want to be in this gang fucking label shit. I don't want none of this. So like anyway, back to the story. Like I go to VIP, I get in, don't have to pay it, just like was promised. So thank you for that, Magic Ninja Entertainment, for doing that for me, and I will forever, like never in a million years did I think it would be as great as it was. It was way better than I anticipated. Like it was amazing. I'll upload the picture of me with Twisted, and I look like a fucking dwarf. Like you guys don't know me in real life, so you don't know how little I really am. But to them, oh god. So like, I'm alone. I go to this concert alone. Sean was watching the playoff game for the Brewers. Like, I gotta have one half of our team rooting for our team. So he was at home doing that, which was great of him because I was like worried about the score during the whole fucking thing. Like, and it didn't take away from the concert, but I still like talked to other people like and was like, "What's the score? What's the score? What's the score?" Like we kept there was like some people that were in Brewers gear and we're like we kept up on it. I met like this real like cool chick there, like and her friend, and they were like super cool people. Like like I she was telling me how her man was like not around right now for certain reasons. And like she took her friend and her friend hadn't really been to a Twisted show and like she was new to Twisted and like she listened to like hard rock music and I'm like, dude, you're gonna love them because they've turned more into a band that a rap group. Like, they are still a rap group, but they're also a band. And yes, that made me really happy to know that, like, so they have new fans too. That was really cool. And like, so we had the front row, like, on lock. Like, there was no way that anybody was getting past those girls. Like, we linked arms, like we were not playing. At one point in the concert, I think it was during Rock the Dead, actually. Draven's like drumming it hard as fuck, and like Twisted's like going nuts, and like people started their moshing like they always do. I don't mind. I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm used to that. They push me forward, I'll just like shove them backward. Family, whatever. So fucking, but this dude like, he keeps trying to jump over me. And like before the show started, like dude came out and was like, "Listen, motherfuckers!" Like he was like not playing. Dude was not playing. If anybody touches Twisted during this performance, they're fucking out. Do you understand me? Like I'm not kidding, because like, okay, and I'm gonna tell you this too. UGA came out, right? Never seen them live. I didn't even really know what UGA was, for like, I didn't know for the most part who was all involved, because I heard so many people on this song, the Thanos song. I was waiting until I got the album to like really uncover what was going on. So what it seems to me is, I guess Boondocks, I'm guessing, was with these other two guys, Class and Buckshot, before he was with Psychopathic, just like House of Crazies had ROC before there was Psychopathic, and now George has put them back together, and it's fucking amazing. Like, there's like country trap music, but like this is like country murder rap. Like, I don't know, it's fucking dope. Like, they came out, and like their Boondocks comes out, right, and he's got no face paint. Total new look for Boondocks. Like, his total demeanor, like the way he performed, and I think it's because he had his boys with him. Like, he was like super like energetic and like fucking happy, and I'm like, oh my god, like if that's what it takes, like to have your guys with you, like, and that's not a bad thing at all. That's a great thing. Like, you should be happy to have your people with you at all times. And for him not to have them for that many years, like the beginning of the album says, sorry, for unknown reasons, they were split apart in 2012, and sorry, now have reunited to fix the problems in the underground universe, which is cool. It's a cool story. So I'm like, okay, okay. Like, and I'm listening to the album, I'm listening to the album, I'm listening to the album. And I can tell you, there's not one song on there that I will not be listening to for the next couple of months on repeat. That was not fucking amazing. Like, I don't have a voice. Look at my fucking cat, you. Mimic you. Want to be on camera? So, yeah, I feel like evil step. But this is my baby. I bottle fed him. So you can see. Anyway, his sister, however, but so UGA solid group, recommended 100%. But some few other groups, I'm not gonna say their names right now because I want to talk to them. I want to see if I can get them on a live stream with me, or because we were gonna do it there. One of them's from Detroit, okay, and he was like hard repping Wicked Wisco, okay, and that right there was fucking cool as fuck. And like Gino got brought up, and like, yeah, like that shit makes me super sad because like Wicked Wisco is something you can't replace. They made their own like Juggalo related group, and groups and groups and groups and groups of other underground wicked shit groups all connected in Wisconsin, and all did their. It was like Detroit shit, but like here in Wisconsin. So like, yeah, they'd like Twisted would come and they would fucking rep that shit hard. Like I remember when Gino died, they did a tribute concert here. Sad. They had Damien up on stage. If you guys don't know who I'm talking about Dark Half, and you should check them out. Like if you never have, because Dark Half was great and Gino was amazing. He reminded me of like Jamie Madrox's quality talent, with the singing and the rapping and stuff. And like he passed away sadly, and Twisted actually let the other half of Dark Half that was remaining perform, and they like dedicated "Love Don't Live Here Anymore." It's my poets and shooting away to him, and like I cried my eyes out, and like that song already like makes me cry because it makes me think of like my dad and like all the shit I've been through, and like every time they play that song, it doesn't matter how many fucking times, I cannot see that fucking song live without crying. So I get to meet them, and like they push me out, like, and they're like, it's your turn. Big ass empty room, and they're supposed to just standing there. And I'm like, um, okay. So, and remind you, I don't know if I told you guys this, but like every gathering, every show, everything, I've never got to speak to them in person myself. Like, I talked to them on the internet. I've never got to like meet them, like actually talk to them. Like, I've touched, shook their hands at shows, said hi, bye, whatever, but never had a conversation. And not like this. Like, it was awesome. Like, so I brought Monoxide the Spider Ham Funko Pop. And he was like, oh my God, yeah, like, it's you and like Jamie, blah, 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 like, you brought, I was like, yeah. And he was like, yeah, the cheerleader Deadpool pop from last time. And like, oh my God, like, it's so cool to meet you. And I was like, yeah, like, and he was like asking me like what my favorite pops were and stuff. And like, we had a cool conversation. And then Madrox, I was like so shy. And like he just like squeezed me and hugged me, and I was like, "Oh my God, I'm gonna faint." I told him, "I'm like, if I start to fall, like just hold on to me because I'm gonna faint." Like I love Jamie Madrox, and everybody knows that. That's not a secret. My name was Miss Madrox before it was real Miss Jamie Nicole for fucking years. But like, so I'm like telling them like how much they mean to me and like how important they are, and they're just like, yeah, and they're like, "Will you get one autograph and one picture or whatever?" And no, like I brought a bunch of shit. Like I got 7 autographs. Jamie was like, "No, we're doing them all. Give me them all." And I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Give them all to me. We're doing them." I'm like they signed my Rock the Dead shirt. They signed like, and it was from the Rock the Dead tour, so you know how old that fucking thing is. I was so happy to get that signed. I'll show you some of it in a later video too. And the picture, and then like me and Jamie, like I brought him a comic book, like a rare one, from like an old one too. It was like I think 91, and it was in a frame. It said Hulk versus Abomination. It was like number 1,000 something out of 2,000. So it was like a rare. He was like shocked. He was like, "You're really giving this to me?" And I'm like, "Yeah, like, it's just been sitting around my house. Like, I have so many collectibles, and like, I know that I actually care about this. Like, this means something to you." And like, I couldn't think of what else to bring you. And I know you collect pops and vintage things, but I thought that you would really like this. And I gave him a little set of Batman Returns figures that I had that were in the box. That cost $50 for these 3 tiny little figures. But he loves Batman, and I know that. And Batman Returns is the best Batman movie. Fuck you, Alex. Catwoman is dope. So the show was great, except for like the one moment I told you. This, okay, so this guy, after they said if you touch Twiztid, you're gonna get kicked out. This guy kept like jumping on me, like purposely trying to break up the front row and push us on stage to make us touch them. So we would leave. But little did they know there's two guys standing there watching every fucking thing going on. So the guy with the bright green hair, and I'm so sorry, I don't know your name. I'm going to research this because I've seen it in videos and I don't remember and I'm stupid for that. He fucking saved my ass, dude. Like, this dude kept it up. And, like, I literally blasted him in the face so hard. Look at this, y'all. I broke my ring. Like, the whole stone busted out. And, like, I've got a lot of rings on my hand. So when I hit him, I know that shit fucking hurt. Like, and he flew back. And then, like, he did it again. And, like, this dude was like, he came running out, like, in the middle of the show. What the fuck are you doing? That's a fucking female. You do that shit to her again, I'm gonna fuck you up. Don't you dare fucking do that shit. Get the fuck out of here with that. And I'm like, and like everybody starts to, like, everyone's like, you fucked up, you fucked up. Like, they started doing the you fucked up chant. And then Monoxide's like egging it on, basically. Like, they're like, who you fucked up? And he's like, who fucked up? And they're like, you fucked up. And then, like, he finally points at the dude and he's like, you fucked up, don't touch her. And I'm like, thank you guys for doing that, because he could have really hurt somebody. And the girl next to me was actually, like, already not breathing too well. So they came out and gave me, like, the guy came out and he handed me a water. He was like, if you girls aren't okay, I want to make sure you are. So here's a water. And, like, he thought I was, like, sick, I think, because I was, like, kneeling down helping her. But she was actually allergic to marijuana smoke, y'all. And, like, people were smoking by her. And it was, like, going in her face. So everybody was, like, trying to, like, fan it away from her. But she finally couldn't breathe. And I was like, fuck, like, what do I do? So I started giving her ice. And, like, it we were like so united. Like, it was so cool. Like, this dude behind me I didn't even know was trying to stop people from getting near us. And, like, it was like, then we had a smoking spot outside that they had, like, lights on in the alley, and that was dope. And, like, we'd go out there and we'd talk about stories of, like, old shows. And, like, the beef thing was not even mentioned. Like, it was irrelevant. Like, I felt so relieved, you have no idea. And, like, it was mentioned a couple times and we talked about it. And a couple people noticed me, were like, oh, you have a problem with Juggernaut? Like, dude asked me. And I was like, no, me and CPN are cool. Like, we talked it out and everything. And I don't have a problem with anybody at all. I don't want problems with anybody at all. And I think everybody's past all that. So, yeah. And he was like, that's cool. And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, he's a good artist too. And I got part of his performance before my shitty phone died. And I know someone's gonna mention I'm on a shitty camera because my good phone is being fixed right now due to Fortnite cracking it. So, yeah, fucked up. Really fucked up. Because I really wanted to record that show. And this phone has, like, the battery life of a 2-year-old. I don't know. Doesn't last for shit. I have, like, no makeup on, and I'll tell you why. This is why. So it's a whole day later, and it's 2 a.m., and I'm still up, and it's because I'm stressed the fuck out because we're family, okay? And the girl that I'm linking arms with, who's, like, telling me it's okay and, like, patting me on the back as I'm bawling my eyes out as they're doing the song I told you, Love Don't Live Here Anymore song. And they did it last. Thank God. Because I didn't start bawling until then. Like, literally, like, bawling. Like, I can't take that song. So, like, I only listen to it when I'm, like, super depressed and already gonna cry. And, like, it's rare. And it's usually on, like, the death date of my dad. Or my dad's birthday or something. So, yeah, just seeing him do it live is, like, something totally different, though. Like, it's really, really hard on me. I don't know. So she's patting my back and she's super supportive. And I'm like, this girl's, like, really nice. And, like, um, to find out later, she messages me because I gave her like, we exchanged information and stuff. And I asked her, I'm like, can you send me some videos? Which I never ended up asking her about again. I will. And she will. She's a very nice girl. Like, Her car got broken into, y'all, like outside, which is fucked up. And not by a Twiztid fan, by a fucking stupid East Sider in my neighborhood, like not my like down farther in my neighborhood. That they did the same thing to me. Actually, we had a Dodge Intrepid, and they popped the ignition out. You guys probably know this by now. Ours was a '99, so they got away with our shit in 6 seconds. Gone. Popped it out, stuck in a screwdriver, one turn, put it into gear, and you're gone. Okay? Well, she's got a Dodge too, and I won't get into details about what kind of car she's got, but it's a newer model car than what we had, and like so they popped her ignition, but they didn't realize she had a chip key. Okay, and I didn't think about the chip key either, and I should have because she said to me, she was like, I'm like, girl, like, and she lives far as fuck away, like 3 to 5 hours away. So she had to get rides to pick her up from like city to city to get home. Her and her friend. I felt so fucking bad. So we drive over to her broken into car, me and my son's dad and my 11-year-old, and we're like, the doors open again on the like passenger side, and I'm like, people are still fucking with her car. Like they must have came back and tried to redo it again. So I'm like, let me see what the fuck's going on here. Because what I did when we got our car back was I found my ignition, thank God, under the seat, like way under there, popped it back in, started the car, and got it to my house. But that's as far as it went because they had stolen so much other shit that, like parts and stuff, by the time we got it back, that it had to be junked because it kept overheating. They stole our whole, like, air condenser system. It was ridiculous. But so we get to her car, and I'm like, okay. I reach up to the first thing I do is I'm like, the ignition's got to be in here. Because I know when they take the knife and they pop it out, it just goes flying. They're not going to take the time to look for that. So they don't want fingerprints on shit like that. She said she found a rock on her seat. Thank God one of her doors was unlocked already, so they didn't break out a window. I was happy for that. So anyway, like we get to her car, and like it's obvious, like by what she's told me and by what we saw when we got there, that they were legitimately, they just wanted the car. Because she has like speakers and stuff in her trunk. They didn't take none of that. She said they took $50. That was it. And then like, I don't know. She's super cool. Her name's Nicole. I've got her on Facebook now. And my kids are like, my son's like, Mom, you don't know her. You just met her. Why are we going through all this? And I'm like, because we're a family and that's what family does. And he's like, you really take this family stuff seriously? And I'm like, yes, I really do. Like, I've been through situations where if it wasn't for other family helping me out like that, like, I'd have been screwed. Like, and she was so cool to me. Like, and she didn't have to be, and I didn't have to be to her, but that's just the way we are. And like, everybody knows that. And that's why I wish all the fighting would stop. But anyway, we were there for like 2 hours, and like we tried everything possible. We disconnected the battery. It kept saying on the dashboard deck, so we took the stereo out, like with her permission. Obviously I called her, like talking to her through the whole thing, and like I'm telling her, I'm like, I got your shit started. Like I did. Like I put the door key in, and she said to me, there's a door key on my seat. And I'm like, well, that's not going to help me get in. But luckily someone already broke in again. So I got in right away. And I'm like, okay, cool. So we don't have to break back in. But we could have, because we had like one of those Jimmy bar things. So, which you're not supposed to have, I guess. I don't know. It's just a tool. And my son's dad used it for other reasons. To get in his house so he gets locked out. All kinds of shit. They're just good to have. So you don't have to call a fucking tow company to charge you $100 to get in your own fucking car. So we go there, and like, he's really experienced at doing this stuff, and like so am I. So like, we've both done a lot with cars, and we're like troubleshooting every issue. We're going on YouTube, we're looking up every possible thing. So we disconnect the battery, doesn't do shit. We take out the stereo, doesn't do shit. It's like, but the first time I found the ignition under the front seat. where mine was exactly too. So when it flies out, it must like fly up and just like go under. So like I twisted it and it clicks in, and I'm like, oh my God. So I'm thinking like it's gonna be like my car where I just turned on the key and like I was gonna drive it home and that was gonna be my plan. And then she was gonna come get it when she could come get it, and I was just gonna hold on to her car for her so it didn't like accumulate tickets and stuff. So we get the ignition in the car, right? And then like we I start the car and the car starts up for like 2 minutes and then it just shuts down and I'm like, what the fuck? So I go to turn it back on and this big red security light comes on and I'm like, oh no, like there's a security code in this car, like it's got a computer. So I'm like, what do we do? And then like that's when we tried the battery and everything. And we realized at the end of all this, about a half hour ago, after researching and calling people and like doing everything we could for her, that yeah, to fix the car, it's not even really worth it. It's at the end of the day. I mean, it is a quality car to get her here from that far. That's why I don't want to see it get junked. And that's why I'm still trying to think of something. You guys, I'm still going to try to go back tomorrow and try to figure something out. But from what I've been told and what I've read, is when that happens to your vehicle and somebody breaks into it and it's got a key with a chip on it, the ignition is then shot. So even if she were to bring me her key that she's got, because we only had the door key and it was working, so I know the barrel's busted, and I know the ignition is shot. So like you could drive it with a screwdriver. So like I tried doing that too, that didn't work. So and I've done that several times. So I fucking I keep trying and trying and trying and trying. And like her battery's in the worst possible spot, just like my whole car, like under the fucking wheel. So Dodge, stop doing that. Cause that shit's fucking annoying as fuck to get to for like fixing easy shit. It's annoying. Stop. But luckily there's like two little jumper cable things where you can disconnect the battery from there inside the car. I might be telling you guys too much. You guys, don't go steal a car if I'm telling you all this. But anyway, so cars made after 2000, I think. And mine was a 99. Lucky me. But I don't like cars with computers anyway because the computers malfunction and it's really hard to fix. And like old school mechanics, like ones that'll fix my car for cheap, like my sister's cool ass dad, they don't work on cars with computers because they don't know how to do that. Like that's dealership type shit. And like this is what happened. Like when they busted that out, they totally like fucked her car because now she has to get a new key made with a new chip, with a whole new ignition, and the keys got to fit in that ignition, and she has to go to a dealership to do that. So she'd have to get a ride all the way back down here, get it towed to a dealership, and pay about $500 just for a new key. And then they have to flash the computer system, put in a new ignition. I don't know how much that will cost on top of it. Plus, if they cracked any of the paneling around it, it's still going to set off the security thing. And it is cracked a little. And it's just like fucking sad. Like, I just wanted to help this girl so bad. And like, I feel like horrible and there's nothing I can do. Like, if I was rich and I had like fucking $5,000, I would seriously just like pay for it. And like, I would. I'm that kind of person. I would pay for it. And I would be like, come get your car. It's fixed. It's in my fucking house. It's waiting for you. Come pick it up. If I can get a hold of someone tomorrow, I know a couple mechanics that can do some kind of trick job with the car. Something. Anything. Last chance effort. I'm going to try that because she deserves it. And we're supposed to be family. Like, Twiztid fans, ICP fans, I don't give a fuck what you are. Like, you know what our values are supposed to be. And, like, I don't know who started that, ICP or Twiztid. I was told Twiztid started the family thing, ICP started the Juggalo thing. So that's why Twiztid still says family and not Juggalo so much. But they did show old videos of ICP up on their screen last night when they were showing like old school clips on the 15 years of Fright Fest and did pay homage to them. As much as people want to say they're hating on them and being mean to them and whatever, they did do that. So yeah, they did. And I thought that was cool. Like the fans liked it. And overall, I met cool bands I got to do fucking interviews with. Please, like, get a hold of me. I've got to upload so much stuff. I haven't got to upload because I was so sick in the hospital, and now I've been busy. But like, yeah, I want to get this stuff done for them because I told them I would, and I stayed to my word. And I am like, y'all, like, hopefully y'all get to know that about me after a while. But yeah, I talked to them and like, I got a couple demo CDs I gotta listen to and do some reviews on for y'all. Underground shit, cult type shit, cult shit. Rest in peace, Gino. I could go for life in this bitch. But anyway, so yeah, Nicole, I love you, girl. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go back tomorrow. And then she's like, I feel even worse because she's like, for you guys doing this, like, you can just take the system out of my car. And I don't want to take nothing out of her car. That wasn't my intention. And my kid says, like, I feel so bad even, like, doing that. I'm like, and my son, like, he just couldn't believe it. He's like, you just met this girl yesterday and you're helping her. And I'm like, family is family, period. Like, I don't care if I met her yesterday, 20 fucking years ago. We're holding arms the whole concert, fucking girls, rapping the same fucking shit at the same fucking time, just as happy as one another, and fucking had a great night. And she is a great person. So hopefully, Nicole, we can fix your car tomorrow. But I tried, and I mean, we tried everything. So if anybody tell me, please, anybody, if you can help me with the situation and you can think of like a fix that will work that we haven't tried for a Dodge Stratus 2006, ignition popped out, attempted to be stolen, wasn't able to be because they didn't have the chip key and they broke the ignition. Yeah, we can't get the theft sensor off. And I guess the only way to do that is at a Dodge dealership. If anybody can think of anything else before she junks her fucking car tomorrow and has no fucking car. And like, that makes me the saddest out of everything. Like, she should be able to go to a Twiztid show and then live so far away and have to come to Milwaukee where I live and like people where I live are doing this. Like everybody knows Milwaukee's bad, but like come on. The one time you come to visit Milwaukee, your fucking car gets broken into. Fuck you guys for that. Any of you guys seeing this. If anybody watches this and you're doing that shit, fuck you for that. Stop breaking into Dodges, popping out the ignitions. Shit's old. It's played the fuck out. Like, stop. Just stop. Like, because I'm up at whatever time because from a concert yesterday, I'm trying to help a family member from the concert get her car back who lives hours away because some asshole tried to steal it and I can't do shit about it and it's pissing me the fuck off. So this is going to be the end of this video shortly. This is the moral of the whole fucking story. Twiztid fans are the shit. ISP fans are the shit. Everybody had a great time. Concert was dope. I was protected. I went Twiztid. It was amazing. You can rewind the video to watch this, listen to it, whatever. But I tried to help out a family member in need, and that's what everybody should be fucking doing, not fighting. Love you guys. Be safe. Don't get your shit broken too. Don't come to Milwaukee. How about that? Fuck Milwaukee. I need to get out of here. Like, this shit's ridiculous. My car was stolen the same way. Like, that's how I knew how to go fix her car. But hers is a newer model than what I had at the time when it happened. So I couldn't. I feel bad, Nicole. If you see this, girl, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Like, I really tried. Like, and it's cold. It was cold outside, and I'm like freezing, and I'm like, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna be out here for fucking hours trying to get this girl her car back. That's your car. That's your fucking car. Like, people who are doing this, do you not realize this is people's way to work, people's way home? She really had to call like her friends, boyfriends, sisters, brothers, cousins, this person to come pick her up from this city to this city to this city to get 3 to 5 hours away from here, home. Like, because some asshole in my city, in Milwaukee, where I live, broke into her fucking car in what is supposed to be the better part of Milwaukee, the east side, which is not any better than, there's no good part of Milwaukee left. It's all shit. All of it. It's a shithole. There's nothing. I think Twiztid played on the east side because they know the north side's bad. That's where I live. They know the south side's bad. So they picked the east side, and her car still gets fucking broken into. But if anyone knows how to fix it, message me. Put it down in comments, something. But, yeah, thanks for watching, and good night. I'm so tired, like, Nicole, I'll try again tomorrow. And all you guys, I won't forget you. Amazing performances for all the openers, all of them. And I'm going to do these podcasts with them, I guess. We're going to share, I want to do like a double thing like me and see if I can do with them. And I don't think I'm going to use Skype though, the way it was fucking up on me the last time. I'm going to find a different platform. Maybe, I don't know. Who knows? But I am doing the interviews with them, regardless if it's through face-to-face or on here. So you guys get to know about some new dope-ass fucking groups that are keeping the fucking tradition alive. And once these bands that we listen to now don't perform anymore, groups, bands, whatever you want to call them, that's our new fucking groups. That's who we got. So fucking support them. Support the fuck out of them. Because they're the generation that looked up. They're us. But performers. Just like me and, well, I don't want to say it. But anyway, much love, respect to everybody. Have a good night. Get some fucking sleep if you're up late like me. And go see Fright because it's fucking awesome. And Twiztid, thank you. I love you for protecting me, for being so nice to me, for everything you did. Thank you, George, for fucking the VIP pass. Thank you for everything. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you 1,000 fucking times. Yeah, we don't die. We don't die, motherfucker. We live forever. So, family love, good night. This is the end. I'm sorry to do this to y'all, but I'm fucking exhausted.